I'm Helen Jamieson. I'm the Minister of St Andrew's Church of Scotland in Carluke, and since 2012 we've offered support to people living with dementia and their carers, and we've developed to offer a whole variety of activities, and we work in partnership with a lot of different organisations, including things like the Haven and Playlist for Life and Heart for Art. I'm joined now by Carol and Malcolm, who come along to the drop-in support at St Andrews. Carol and Malcolm, why did you come to the drop-in?
We came to the drop-in through the Haven at the 4th. Malcolm will tell you what that is.
Right, the Haven is a centre for people with lifelong illnesses, and they introduced us to St Andrews, and from that day on we never looked back.
Totally true.
What impact has coming to the drop-in? What impact has that had in your lives?
Well, when I was told that I had dementia, that was me, oh my God, I'm dying. And I wasn't wanting to speak to anybody. I wasn't wanting to do anything. I wasn't wanting to go anywhere. And the lady for the Haven was going to be at the dementia club that day, and she says, please come along. So we went, and I stood at the doors, and I was like, oh my God, look at all these people. And I was backing off and saying, right, Malcolm, home, home. And somebody came and got me at the door. And how glad am I? Because my life has totally changed. I absolutely love my dementia group, and I've got new friends, and you can talk to Helen and any of her helpers about anything, and I absolutely love it.
Our circle of friends has increased tenfold since joining the club, and as Carol said, we just love coming along. It's such a happy place to go to.
That's great, that's great. Carol, one of our high school volunteers that we had with us for a wee while, sharing at the drop-in, had trained with us as a music detective with Playlist for Life, and they helped you put together your playlist. I know you've got a whole lot of things on your playlist. You might want to tell us maybe one of the songs and tell us a wee bit about why that work done by Playlist for Life is so important.
Jacob helped me with my playlist, and he helped me understand it, because at first I was just picking songs that I liked, but it's you have to pick songs that actually mean something to your life.
Right.
And one of the songs that I picked on my playlist was Tom Jones, It's Not Unusual, and I picked that because my darling Malcolm took me to see Tom Jones. And where did we go?
Kelvin Grove Bandstand.
Kelvin Grove Bandstand. And I was right next to the stage. And oh, it was absolutely brilliant. And I've wrote, to go with my playlist, I've wrote stories to go with the songs, so that when I get worse, my family knows the stories that goes with the songs. So I've done an extra bit, but it's absolutely wonderful, and I play my playlist if I'm sad or just any day. I can put my playlist on and I'm singing my wee heart out, and it just makes you so happy.
That's wonderful. That's great, Carol. What a wonderful thing to be able to do, and brings back special memories for you and helps you remember the things that have been really special to you as well. That's great. I know that you also come along to Heart for Art, which St Andrews have funded some partnership work along with Crossreach, which is the social care council of the Church of Scotland. But we offer a weekly Heart for Art session, and you've come along to Heart for Art. Would you like to show us one of your paintings? Wow. That's amazing. Carol, can you tell us a wee bit why Hertford Art's really special? Did you ever paint before, and how does their painting help you?
I have never painted in my life apart from emulsion in the rose. And they had a, what do you call that thing where you show your pictures?
An exhibition.
Aye, one of them. They had an exhibition in the church, and the people were saying to me, "Oh, Carol, you should go to that, you should go to that." And I said, "There's absolutely no way I'm going to that because I can't." The paintings were absolutely amazing. Anyway, they talked me into going, and oh my God, I love it. On a Thursday, I'm up, I've got my shower, I'm first in the door, and morning! I've got all my paint sauce set out, and oh, it's absolutely brilliant. I just go into my own wee world, and you just focus on your painting, and it just makes you so happy, relaxed. The helpers are absolutely marvellous, and the teacher, what's my teacher's name? Maureen. She has got the patience of a saint, honest to goodness, and honestly, it's absolutely amazing, and I cannot believe the things that I'm painting. I like doing flowers. I do flowers all the time, and I just can't believe what I'm painting. I just totally love it, and I do my painting at home now too.
Yep.
So it's absolutely wonderful.
And it's been good because that's been one of the things that we've been able to offer still during lockdown. We've done a bit of one-to-one Hertford Art, haven't you? And you've taken part in that, Carol, and done some work at home and some silk painting too.
Yeah, I do my flowers with acrylics, but I've been introduced to silk painting, and that's absolutely wonderful as well. I really like that. It's a wee change for the acrylics.
That's lovely. Yeah, that's great. And you've shown us some wonderful paintings, Carol. You've just done amazing things, so it's been lovely. Yeah. Thanks very much for sharing with us about some of the things that are really important to you and to Malcolm as well. That's great. Thanks very much for that, Carol and Malcolm.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm joined now by Alice and Jessie, who came along to St Andrew's Drop-In Support in 2015 with their husbands, and they've gone from being carers to now volunteering with our project. Alice and Jessie, why did you come to the Drop-In? I think I've actually said a wee bit of that, but you tell us why it was you decided to come to the Drop-In.
Well, I can't follow Carol. Goodness sake, that was marvellous. My husband was diagnosed in 2013 and he was getting progressively worse. And by 2015, life was getting a bit difficult and I felt isolated and different things. And somebody had suggested to go there. And I'm like, no, it's not for me, not for me. And my daughter popped in one day to have a look and she said, I think we should go. So we plucked up the courage and we went because Peter's a very, very sociable person. He loves company. And in the house, he was very difficult, but out socially, he was fine, absolutely fine, because he loved company. So we went one day, we were welcomed greatly at the door, felt comfortable, a bit nervous. Walked in and I seen Jessie, who I kind of knew to see, but didn't know. But seeing a face she knew made a difference. And we sat down, and ever since then, I can't tell you how much it helped us. Our life changed, actually. It really did. Socially, because you feel a bit isolated when you're at home all the time with somebody with dementia. And I met so many nice people. Not that you want people to go through that, but they understood, so it was nice to have it in common. And I can't put it into words so much. It helped me, and Peter absolutely loved it. He absolutely loved it. He really did, because as I say, he was a very sociable person. And what else can I say? It was absolutely fantastic for me. It was, I don't know, I was really at the end of my tether, I just thought, I can't cope anymore. What am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. I hardly see India apart from the family. And then I went there. Socially, it was brilliant. We went to trips, we went everything. We went to the museum, and he loved it and I loved it. And the company was amazing, and it made such a great difference to both their lives.
Alice, coming to the drop-ins obviously had quite a big impact, obviously, on your life, Jessie. I'm assuming it's a similar kind of story for yourself, really, is it?
Oh, aye, it is. It's very something the same, because Johnny was in the hospital, and then I brought him home to nurse him and that, and I brought him up to the drop-in, and he got on great here, and then he just turned ill, and that was it. But he loved coming up to drop-in, and it was the nurse that told me about it.
Right. You've both gone through kind of getting to know one another really then at the drop-in. You didn't know each other particularly well, but both of your husbands died just within a few months of each other.
That's right.
And did you find that it was still helpful to have that connection with us after that, after they had died?
Definitely. It was good to have still the connection ways.
We still come up.
Still come up.
Yeah. And you then came along to the Heart to Heart bereavement support group that we offered as well, and became part of that. And now you've actually moved from being carers, as you were, to being volunteers with us now. So, what kind of things do you do now to support other people that have been in the same position as you with your volunteering with us? What kind of things do you do? Would you like to share that with us?
Me?
Me. I can't keep desperate to talk.
The volunteering, I always said when I retired I would do volunteer work, but I just kind of fell into this because I seen how much it helped me, and I wanted to pay it back a bit and help. And I can't explain it, just helping people. You get so much out of it yourself. It's so satisfying, it really is. Because you know what they're going through, do you know what I mean? So you can sit and listen and sympathise and just give them a wee advice if you can, if they need it. I just love helping. I get so much out of it. It's as much for me as for them, really, because I get so much out of it. And what would I be doing anyway, you know what I mean? Because you're lost when they go, because you're looking after somebody 24 hours for so long, and then there's just nothing.
That's right.
So going back, it was absolutely marvellous. I wouldn't say saved my life, but it certainly helped me with my life,
Even the bereavement thing, that really helped us a lot.
Even marvellous. As I say, Moira still phones to see how you are, even though we can't meet out. No, I can't. St Andrews has been absolutely brilliant. I can't thank them enough for everything they've done.
Well, we're glad that we've been able to help you, but you're now, as you said, paying that back for us, and you've also trained as walk leaders with Get Walking Scotland, Get Walking Lanarkshire rather, with Pass for All and Get Walking Lanarkshire. So because the two of you decided you could go for walks together, you formed your wee bubble during lockdown, and you've been walking together, and you trained as dementia-friendly walk leaders, and we're just about to start a wee dementia-friendly walk, aren't we? And you two are going to lead it.
Yes, we are.
Don't know where we'll lead them to, but we'll lead it. No, I'm looking forward to it.
But which is great. I mean, that's great that you've done that, and you've come on such an amazing journey, and that you're willing to share that with us and with other people.
It's been really good.
As I say, you don't want people to go through it, but just meeting other people that is, you know what I mean? Just knowing you're not the only person makes a difference, do you know what I mean? Because it's a lonely place to be. It really is. It helped marvellously. The social side, going to dinners, going to places, marvellous.
Thanks very much to the two of you. That was really good of you. Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.